First time back in the studio in like forever.
Yeah. Yeah.
When was the last time we've been here?
Did that voiceover for the city. I still haven't heard that.
No. I played the role of pretending knew what I was doing.
I mean, we did. And we looked the part.
What are we drinking?
This is Wood Baron Barrel Fresh Ale. It's got a dog on the front of it holding a beer glass. Would you like to guess the ABV?
You got the dog in me.
Yep.
Sure.
I've already seen it, so. Barrel aged, so.
It's the barrel aged. You can taste it.
Yeah.
10.7.
Nope. 8.3.
Really?
Yeah.
I went high?
Yeah, you went way high.
Wow. Yeah, that's not. Look, the fact that I'm wrong on Guess the ABV game is not new.
Hurt.
Mister.
Check.
Check 1, 2.
Am I close enough?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Even if I'm looking at you? Not.
Even you're looking at me.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a decent mic.
Okay. That's a decent forced burp.
Yeah, I had to get it out. Kind of trapped in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, 6 years in.
6 years.
We started 2020.
It's crazy.
This is weird. Should I hit a button first?
Sure, hit a button.
Let's do a button.
Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, promotional products and design. They cover your brand bumper to bumper with graphic design, promo products, and print. See what Dire Oil Graphics can build for you at direoil.com. That's DYEROIL.com.
Cramped up.
What
the hell is happening?
Oh my God! Welcome to Beers with Nigel. It's a show about beer and other stuff. Nick's trying to take a selfie.
And it ain't working.
Yeah, you're doing it. There you go. We're back in the studio, as we might have said in the pre-open.
Remember, it's a show about other stuff.
And other things. Yeah. We haven't been in the studio in a while.
It's been a long while.
And unless something miraculous happens, it's not going to be for a while.
This might be the final in studio.
Probably not the final. I mean, when I come back, for those who don't know, I'm moving to New Orleans. It's a new chapter. It's a new life. It's a new day. Isn't that the song?
I'm not sure if you hit the tune, but yeah, that is.
What do you mean? I'm fucking totally on the tone. So.
Yeah, 2 weeks. You're leaving KC.
Yep, going to New Orleans too.
Back to your favorite city.
Yep.
In America.
As I like to say, my spirit city.
Yeah, I think we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that a little bit. Well done.
Yeah.
I mean, that it looked and sounded like a needed.
You know what kind of burp that was? That was that burp from that chicken sandwich you have at the QT.
Did you have a little sandwich on your walk?
Well, after I got done with my walk, I was thirsty because we might have imbibed last night.
Yeah.
So I might have been a little dehydrated. So I went to QT, and I realized last night I never did eat because I tried to go to Conrad's and they were closed.
So weird.
So
yeah. We had a little impromptu porch beer session.
Yeah.
Last night.
Yeah. So that was fun. Drank some big beers.
Yeah.
Got ate by some mosquitoes.
Yeah,
it's fine.
If you're not being tasty for the mosquitoes, what's the point of sitting outside?
They were probably drunk after biting me.
It was hot as balls, but it was fine.
It was fine. It was dark.
Dark beers.
Yeah. But no, this is. I guess when I come back to town, we can do episodes. Obviously, I have to come back.
You obviously have to come back. Well, look, as we learned 6 years ago, when we started this, it doesn't matter where we are. We can pod anywhere, anytime.
Yeah.
We got the interwebs.
Well, the nice thing is there's some places down there that we have not talked to that I'll be able to say, hey, we want to pop in and do a show.
Yeah.
So that'll be.
And I'll need to do some more road trips.
Yeah. But even if we're doing virtual stuff, that's still cool. I mean, I can be there with them, and you can virtualize in.
I can get jealous.
Virtualize. See, I've just made up a word. So it'll be different, but we'll still be doing some episodes. What else?
We just dropped a really fun one.
2 fun ones.
2 fun. Well, I guess by the time this comes out, the second one.
Yeah,
the 2 very different episodes.
Yeah, the homebrew beef.
The homebrew beef.
Yeah,
where's the beef? That was a lot of fun. That was a little bit a little crazy. And the Atlas Saloon.
Atlas, yeah, with their BeerFest coming up in August. He reached out to me for asked me if I wanted to be a judge. I'm like, well,
can I do it long distance?
Right? Can you just send me the beers?
Can you do a long distance dedication with your awards?
I mean, I'm Casey Kasem. we have to. It's sad. The mystery beer bag has been missing for weeks now.
We're officially calling it.
I thought we left it at Dan's.
137, July 20th.
Yep.
2026. We're calling it.
It had a good life.
The death of the mystery bag.
Along with my gimbal that was in there.
Yeah. How the heck does that happen?
I don't know. I don't know where it is.
Crazy.
Thought it was in Ron's car. No. Nope. So,
if you've seen it.
If you've seen the mystery, maybe what's his nuts came and got it. After all these years of not coming on the show, I want my bag back. Remember the John Daly bag?
Yes. Which we may or may not believe the story.
Well, yeah, here we are. Also, I guess by the time you drop this, maybe you'll drop it within 2 weeks. Barrel and Flow number 6, or number 7. Technically, it's number 7.
Yeah, I'm struggling. I'm struggling because I'm not going to make it for the second year in a row.
Yeah.
And it's rough.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's like missing a family reunion.
Yeah, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but here we are.
I'm spending a lot of money.
Well, speaking of RIP to 2 of your cars.
Yeah. Right? All in the same month.
Yeah. It's good times. Good thing you married rich.
Listen, for those of you out there that want to know the secret to financial success, marry a teacher.
Fuck yeah.
Dollar bills just fall from the heavens.
It's just it's growing trees.
It is.
It's just $100 bills.
$100 bills every day.
Let's reminisce a little bit, man. It's like I say, 6 years ago. It's been a ride. What were we at, 130 episodes?
Yeah, we're almost to 140. I think this will be 138, 139, something like that.
That's still a pretty good click for 6 years.
That's not too shabby.
No.
Look, what is it? 95% of podcasts don't get past 3
episodes.
Yeah.
But they ain't got shit to talk about.
Right. And look, we weren't already rich or famous, so like we're not taking over the world like the Kelsey brothers or anything.
Yeah.
But no, think about how we started. I didn't think I was actually like going to be on the show.
Here we are. I've tried to listen or watch that Kelsey podcast. It just doesn't interest me.
No.
It's.
Sometimes the guests are interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. I just the times I've looked, I'm like, wait, what? what are we doing?
Well, and you and I want like quality interview conversations too.
Oh, gotta ask those tough questions.
And it's not. Well, yeah, right. We ask so many tough questions.
Well, you're drinking before you discovered craft beer.
Right. But, look, we're storytellers too, so we want a little certain thing out of it that's not just 2 bros.
Well, that's been the good thing about it. I was telling the story to brewer Chris Ham down at Transparent about how we got Melissa Cole on the episode.
That was 6 years ago, and I still think that's one of the best gets we've had.
But the fact that we even got her was wild. For those who don't know, Melissa Cole, just Google her. She's force of nature.
Author, chef, brewer, sommelier, Cicerone, beer judge,
but super nice
and just all around badass woman.
Yeah, I do have a picture of her in London putting I think it was a fringe sticker at the rake at the beer bar.
Yeah, because you went over and all of a sudden
I knew nothing about her, and
she knew people you knew.
Yeah. Speaking of RIP, Grains and Taps.
Big news this week.
Grains and Taps. Last week. Yeah. I guess it was this week or last week or whenever. But anyway,
they were, I think, the catalyst for the local beer scene in this town.
Definitely down, in Lee Summit for sure.
Started with just the supply store, added the tap room, and then later moved and added a brewery.
Yeah, that's some of the best beers in the city.
The Blarney Brew Off,
BeerFest
Homebrew Festival was what
Oktoberfest.
6-7 year tradition.
They had a Oktoberfest competition.
Yeah.
I mean, that was all grains and tabs.
And big supporters of the local brew club, homebrew club.
Oh, yeah.
And, and we talk all the time about all those homebrew clubs from CZ Hops and stuff that have gone pro, but a lot of them went pro because they had the support of those cats at Grains.
And even the last couple of years, West Coast Wednesdays, they're letting those homebrewers brew an IPA, and then I felt like every other week they were fucking releasing one, you know? So
which was fun.
Shout out to Brad and Brian and Bri Fry and all.
Even if we made fun of him in our last episode.
Yeah, he's up for it. I mean, those guys did. I mean, they went. Gosh, was it 2026? They opened in 2012.
I want to say that they opened the supply store in 12.
Yeah,
moved in 16.
That's a
right?
That's a long, good run.
13 years
for a business, but unfortunately, the new place didn't pan out like we wanted. I wonder if I'm still on the payroll.
Are you still listed as an employee?
I am at Diametric.
When was the last time you actually worked
at Diametric? Probably last anniversary party, and when I say worked, I was just
you were hosting.
I was hosting
in your your glitter jacket.
I did get a W-2 last year for like $116. So I think I worked twice last year. So so their 8th anniversary is coming up.
It's also a so long party for you.
Yeah,
one of a few that's been happening.
Well, this was my rationale, Nick. I was like, I don't really want to plan anything. Let me just ride the coattails of y'all's party.
Yeah,
because the people are going to be there anyway.
Right.
So I went to Blake. I was like, yo, this is my plan. He's like, perfect. Can you wear your sequin jacket? Everybody wants that fucking jacket to be worn.
It's gonna be hot as balls.
Yeah.
I say if you wear it, it's gonna last like 20 seconds.
Yeah. And we're doing a little going away thing at Transparent on August 1st. A small thing where I'm going to be
not doing a whole hog roast at Transparent like they are at Diametric.
That's going to be fun.
Oh man. I stopped caring about you actually at that point. I really just care about the pig.
From the rooter to the tutor.
I mean, old Taylor's gonna do a hog roast. I'm happy.
Yeah, that's if you've never had one, it's one of my friends years ago lives in Brookside, and she did one in her backyard. Tyler Harp did it.
Oh,
yeah, he's closing.
Really?
His Kansas location, yeah.
I hadn't heard that.
Yeah, I just saw something the other day.
They just left. They just moved out there.
No, it's been several years.
Has it been that long?
Yeah, it's probably been 2 years, 2 or 3 years at least.
Time means nothing to me anymore.
Well, here we are. As Eckhart Tolle would tell you, time is a mental construct.
Also, COVID happened, and we no longer have a concept of time anymore.
Yeah,
I remember pre-COVID and post-COVID. That's about it.
I don't really, to be honest with you, I don't really remember much about COVID because it was
a blur.
It was weird. I remember the drinking. That's what I remember. That's how the Nigel came about.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that actually was planning for this show.
Yeah.
When we invented the Nigel.
That's when fucking to go things became the norm.
Right.
Now everybody's doing to goes.
Right.
Just made the world a little better.
I think so.
Yeah.
Listen, good drinks make the world better.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you have? We talked about Melissa Cole a little bit, but like, are there some that there are some I think that stand out to me too. But are there some of our episodes, some of the past things that stand out? Like, man, that was some good shit.
I remember the shit show.
I know where you're going.
When we had the homebrew club on there, you remember that with Mac?
Oh,
you remember that?
Oh, I forgot about that. That's not where I thought you were going.
No, and we had 11 people on Zoom, and motherfuckers didn't know how to turn their mic.
We did a live Zoom thing.
Yeah,
and I think that was right when COVID was starting.
I don't know. That might have been episode 2 or something.
It was early.
Yeah,
and we didn't know what we were doing.
Yeah. So that one that one stands out, and any one of the ones that we did with Day and Ed.
Oh yeah,
drinking partners. Those are always fun. And
podcast daddies, and
and
since then we've become podcast daddies.
Yeah, we have. Yeah, shout out to Brian and Connor.
Poor Decisions.
So check out Poor Decisions podcast. They got a shit ton of episodes, but they're not doing hour-and-a-half shows.
No,
They don't have the
staying power,
the chops for that. We love you guys. So yeah, the Ed and Day ones were fun. I mean, shit, the one we did when we just kind of did the Radio Row at Barrel and Flow that one year.
that was a lot of fun.
Yeah, because you got some totally different, and it was some people we had talked to before.
Woody, Mac,
but it was just it was different, you know.
Yeah.
Daylin, fucking, who just bought Ultra Genius.
Yeah.
You know, she was a great interview.
She was fantastic.
Fucking hot as shit. Hunter, you know, remember? Oh,
She does all the
chef.
things.
I'm like,
How many have we had like that though, especially women that do and can do anything?
yeah,
I mean, her, Melissa Cole, Des,
yeah. I mean, even when we talked to Jenny from the Grange.
Jenny from the Grains.
You know.
She's been a photographer.
Yeah.
I mean, all these. I think that stands out too. And I feel like we've done a good job of not finding, but highlighting.
Kind of spreading the wealth.
Yeah.
Because, you know, we were, you know, we were always trying to find good stories.
Right. Stacy from England.
Yeah, Stacey. Yeah. I wonder what he's up to.
Who, you know,
Yeah.
we pull in for Barrel and Flow
Yeah.
one year, and
He's out there smoking a cigarette.
he's just standing in the parking lot.
Got a hold.
Yeah.
Shout out to Kaylin and Sam. They went to Eureka Springs, and I told them go see Dave and Wendy. Tell them I sent you.
Yeah.
You know. So, and they just celebrated their. I think they opened during COVID, so I think they're six years old.
Yeah.
But you know, another goddamn beer love story. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And it really is.
A true love story. Got Eureka Springs got a. Oh, good Lord! Got a hold of him. That was.
I would got a hold of you.
It's that chicken. You got.
We're not doing video of this episode, but it would have been scary if you all had seen the video
It's kind
of him on that one.
Kind of an upchuck, as they say.
You know, I think you know our good friends at Vine Street. We've had some great interviews with Woody. With all of them.
Yeah.
I mean, Woody's been on, I think, more than the rest of them. But you know, Woody, Kemet, Annie, Elliot, had all of them, and some great, like, even just following as they, you know, when Woody was still homebrewing, and then as they started building up to open Vine Street, which is such a great KC story.
And think about the first year they came to. How big of a deal it was when they came to Barrel and Flow.
Oh,
you remember that shit?
And everybody was so excited.
Yeah.
To see them.
And somehow we got lumped in with them.
Well, I like to say we helped.
Yeah. I mean, we definitely spread the word about that because that.
And I think it's important that we go to a black beer festival with Vine Street, and I say that I helped as the white guy.
There you go.
It's good I try to take credit.
But if you remember when we were there, we were like, no, you guys need to go and walk around.
Yeah, we had to push Woody and them out of the tent.
We'll pour the beer.
We'll pour beer for you. Get out there.
Yeah, you need to experience this. People want to talk to you guys.
Yeah, they don't give a shit about us.
Yeah. So, but that, you know, that was cool. You know, and of course, you know, you can't mention Barrel and Flow without mentioning the most wonderful night of the year.
Most magical night of the year.
Yeah.
Bottle and share night.
Yeah, the bottle share night.
I call it bottle and share.
I mean, you could.
Whatever.
Yeah.
No, and that's evolved too.
Yeah. I
mean, you know, we've a couple times decided we'll host at our own table.
I mean, that happens every time, I think.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, even Barrel
and the friends we've made at that festival I mean, these are, you know, I haven't seen some of them in a couple years now, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. When you
it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
They're family.
Yeah. I mean, just some of the things we've done because of the podcast. I mean, one pint at a time.
Yeah.
That fucking shit show. It was a great shit show, but it was
a shit show, but it was, and, you know, again, our friends at Vine Street helped us pull that off. How we figured out, I mean, honestly, I'm probably still paying for it, but, you know, how we figured out how to fly all these people in.
Yeah, tell me about it.
And, you know, host the deal.
Stand by, we're pouring beers. It's not a bad beer. You know, sometimes I kind of discount Boulevard because, you know, all the quirks But lo and behold, I get to your house last night. What'd you have for me? A quirk.
You know, it's like a, you know, what do you? Sometimes with bourbons, right? You keep a certain thing on your shelf just for drinking.
Yeah.
I keep quirks around for that.
Do you?
Especially in the summer. You can crush them.
I don't really keep anything around. Well, you know what I keep around? Hand and glove and iTap.
Yeah.
I went in there yesterday and they were doing the World Cup game, and I was like, man, a bunch of motherfuckers up in here.
Oh, I was crushing quirks during the World Cup game.
Were you?
Yeah.
Crushing quirks like corner kicks.
I had more quirks than Argentina had. I'm saying that in that final.
Did you watch the England third place game?
Yeah. Well, no, I got the second half.
Yeah.
So I was watching my.
Well, you still got to see plenty of goals.
Oh, I did. I spent the first half. I was watching my Kansas City Royals. You know, who were trying not to be the worst team in the league. Not very successful at that. You know, but they won.
Yeah.
And then I flipped over and I was like, "Holy shit! This is a football game."
Yeah, we were
like American football scores happening.
Yeah, it was dumb. Being an England supporter, I was a little disappointed the way they lost in the game before. But the fun part of that was, I went to Friction Brewing in Shawnee, Kansas, and apparently all through the World Cup, that's where all the Brits were going.
Who knew?
I just happened to Google it, and it's a place to watch England game, and that place popped up. I met so many fucking Brits there. It was fucking cool as shit.
Did they accept you as one of their own?
Oh yeah.
I mean, they didn't look at you and go, "You're not British."
No, they sure did. When I told them I was an Ipswich Town supporter, they knew. Shout out to Ipswich Town. They're back in the Premier League again.
Really?
Oh yeah, they're back.
You think it's going to be to stay?
God, let's hope.
What's the how much more money do they get by bumping up to the Premier League?
I don't know the amount, but they got
a shit ton.
It's a pot of gold.
Yeah.
Even when you go down, you get like a little stipend on the way out. Well, good job.
A little love offering.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So but you know what's happening now in in British soccer is a lot of teams are owned by Americans.
Yes.
Or firms that are
right.
What do you call them? They're not people. It's like
it's a corporation.
Yeah. So that's when you start to get good. I mean, fucking Man United's is owned by what's his nuts? He owns the Rams.
Yeah.
So so that,
and he's a horrible human.
Well, here we are. He's got plenty of money though.
Yes, he does.
He can be horrible as he wants.
That's true. Well, and everybody knows the Wrexham story.
Yeah. Well, they're in the championship now. So
yeah, they moved up again.
Yeah, Ipswich and Wrexham played twice last year.
Right.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah.
That was kind of cool. But if Wrexham comes up to the Premier League, that's going to be fucking wild.
That place will go crazy.
Yeah. I mean, it's a huge deal for Ipswich too, because 2 years ago they came up after 22 years of being second division. Then at one point they were in the third division.
What is underneath champions?
There's Premier League, Championship. I think it's League One, League Two. There's like 9 tiers,
right?
And
because I don't think we realize that England, the size of Missouri, basically,
right, has 11 teams,
right?
London has like 5 teams.
Every city has multiple teams.
Yeah. So,
and that's weird for us to think about because our pro sports leagues, you get 1 or 2 a state.
Right. If that, right?
Right.
I mean, Nebraska doesn't have any fucking professional team. Well, I guess, it used to be Nebraska football. Now they suck. But
right. But I mean, and that's the difference between, college pretty much is pro, but whatever. We don't have to get on those debates.
This is not a sports talk show.
But I think, I think that's hard for us to kind of fathom a little bit.
I mean, who doesn't love relegation and promotion?
I kind of feel like most Americans would agree that our league should.
That would be fun.
Should inherit that.
You're getting relegated if you suck.
Oh yeah, like kill what we do in the minor leagues for some sports now, and it's just you move up and down based on how you do.
Yeah. So enough of that.
Yeah, let's talk beer.
We did have a crowler of last year's Beer Karma last night.
Which I think this is important for us to say. You talked with Nolan a little bit about it. The Beer Karma project will stay.
Yeah,
that's not ending.
Yeah, we're gonna do that in some form or fashion. But that beer, for being 6 months old, refrigerated,
It was still good.
It was still good. It was still good.
That might be, I hate to say, especially after drinking after it sat for a while.
Yeah.
That might be my favorite.
Yeah, you're welcome.
But that was mine.
This past year, I thought it was me.
I don't know.
I think it was me.
No, it was me.
No. Are you sure?
I don't know.
I'm
just being argumentative.
Maybe it was you. I don't fucking know.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Here's what I'm going to throw out. You know what might be cool? What if we do because we made the long distance dedication joke earlier.
Yeah.
What if we did a long distance collab? Maybe Jonathan down in New Orleans.
Huh.
And Nolan up here.
Yeah.
We do something. Do different versions.
Yeah. Well, I'll be querying Jonathan as soon as I get there.
I think that might be kind of fun idea.
Yeah, something different.
Yeah.
We've done a lot of collabs this year. Obviously, the Worth the Climb for Mac
was fantastic.
And then we did another one for two organizations, and they're getting ready to do another one where it's going to be like a Pink Boots type collab. So it's going to be an all ladies brew.
Nice.
Boy, I'm burpy today.
So will you and other breweries bring in women to help?
There's some organization. I forget. It's not Pink Boots. It's another one, but they do collabs around the country.
Oh wow!
So that one's coming up, I think, in September. So Nicole and Alexis, the two beer tenders down at Transparent, and Tara, because we have three ladies. They'll be part of that brew day.
Nice.
Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, it's kind of a. And then there was a collab that Nolan knew nothing about because his mom put it together. We're doing a bunch of collabs. It's fine.
Well, I think go back to the Worth the Climb collab for Mac at Diametric was incredible.
Yeah, for those
it put together really quickly, but it meant so much for so many people.
Yeah, so for those who don't know, Mac was one of the owners at Diametric Brewing in Lee Summit. He passed away last year. And then, shout out to Blake for saying, hey, let's do, he loved the Battle Within, that organization.
Right.
He always donated to that. And so they did the collab, 20 breweries, a bunch around here, one in Wichita, what's the other one in Ottawa?
Ottawa, yeah.
Everybody did a lager, but you got to pick one particular hop. So everybody
did a different hop.
Yeah, so we did Nelson Southern, which apparently is fucking polarizing.
Really?
Good Lord. So Tony comes in the other day, Tony Papaboni. He loves it. But then a group came from Diametric, and they're like, oh, because it's white wine character. If you don't like white wine,
you're not going
to that hop's going to piss you off.
That's interesting.
I will say, though, when we went to Ottawa, not lost.
Yeah. Which cool little spot.
I
really liked that.
I'd never been to downtown Ottawa.
No.
To be honest with you, I thought it was on the other side of the highway. But anyway, but they did some really good beers, and that was a fun trip going to Wichita with Courtney. I guess Mac's widow at this point, because she wanted to go down there, and we had a little crew.
Well, that was her last two. She hit all 20.
Yeah. So when you got your beer, you got each brewery had their own specific postcard, and if you collected 10 out of the 20, you redeemed it for a glass and a handkerchief type situation, bandana type situation. So no, that was a good way to honor Mac, and they're going to do it again next year. It's going to be bigger, because
well, Blake said there are several breweries that want it in. They just couldn't fit it in this time. So it's going to be bigger next year.
Or he didn't really know who Mac was connected to.
Right. Well, I think that's been not a surprise, but a surprise.
Yeah.
How far his reach was.
I mean,
how many people he touched.
When I think maybe before Blake went to Diametric, he knew the beer people, but since he's got Now he's the main guy at Diametric. Now he's, it's kind of expanded the reach.
Right.
Like he didn't know, the relationship between Mac and Courtney Service, for instance.
No.
But now he knows, and so next year it's going to be a better, bigger and better. But it was good. I mean, everything, it was fun. Got to go to some breweries I hadn't been to in a while. Got to go to that fucking shit show up at the River Bluff in St. Joe. So we did an episode.
How many years ago was that episode?
Yeah, so we did an episode.
5?
An episode up at River Bluffs in St. Joe. It's an old 130-year-old building, or however old, and they had that basement, and they had that lagering cellar,
which was under the street. The street used to be the river.
Yeah, under the street. But they had all that beer from the guy who's going to start a beer store. Died. His wife donated the beer to River Bluff, and had been down there for years. And then finally, they were like, "Hey, we're gonna crack open these beers." Yeah, there were a few, and we're talking some of these beers were probably 15 years old.
Yeah, there were. I didn't get to go, but you said there were some that were some that were good, but others were just like immediate pour out.
Yeah, a lot of it because there was a lot of redundant things.
Yeah,
it was the one,
and they weren't all like good
beers.
collectors. Like some of them were just the macro.
No, Bud Light Lime.
Right? Yeah. Like nobody wants to crack a 15-year-old Bud Light Lime.
We did.
Well, at a certain point, it's about dedication to the cause.
Well, and this is what we did. So they've been sitting down there for years. So everything's dirty and dusty. So we had a bucket of water. We would dunk the beer, a bucket of sanitizer, dunk the beer, and then a big-ass cooler of ice and chill it down, and then we'd decide what we're going to crack next. And that Bud Light Lime,
how skunky was that?
It didn't taste like anything.
Was it just at that point just water, just diluted?
Yeah. But then we poured it out. The inside of that bottle was green.
Oh, I buy that.
So I don't know what the lime part of the Bud Light Lime is. How they get it's a green number 4. I don't know.
The powdered lime.
Yeah. You're out of beer, aren't you?
I am. I'm looking at there's a Scotch ale over there.
Oh, that's right. Why do you have Zing Zang in there?
I don't know. People donate to the fridge. Those are Zing Zang margaritas, I think.
Oh, are they pre-mixed?
Yeah.
I'm gonna drink one of those.
And there's a giant
Truly
of some kind that was dropped off. I think that was actually Colin and Addie.
Yeah.
Addie being pissed because you remember we had her. She reached into the mystery bag and she got the Sunny D seltzer.
Oh yeah,
and which she's still a little pissed about.
Yeah,
and that was 4 years ago.
So yeah, you've got that Truly fruit punch down there. It sounds delightful.
By the way, I you know what? Maybe I'll crack that at your farewell party. It feels like the appropriate time.
Yeah, I do have some stuff that I told you last night. I'm gonna have to bequeath.
Well,
some.
That's a whole different kind of party.
I've got some bottles. I'm not taking that shit with me. I got some Sazerac rye.
Oh.
So shout out to.
You know what? I'm showing up with the wagon.
Yeah, there you go. Shout out to Nicole and her boyfriend Owen. Nicole is the heir apparent as the taproom manager. She's
she ready for the mantle?
She's already on the mantle, bro. She's been doing all the things. But went to their house in Greenwood, and Owen has the most beautiful liquor collection. You
is this like the husband from Two Blondes?
No. This is someone you have not met.
But remember when we went down.
No, this is bigger.
Into his collection.
No, this is bigger.
Okay.
I mean, they have an outbuilding. You can't even call it a shed. It's like a garage behind the house, right? Garage, workshop. He's a handy
for
type.
Beer.
Huh?
For beer.
It's a work. It's for all the things, but he's got 2 walls of booze, and then it's all the shit. He's a creative guy. He just built this fucking incredible deck. So we go over there for dinner. We're hanging out. You try anything you want. We're boozing it up. He gives us fucking parting gifts. He gave me a bottle of Sazerac rye.
Mm.
And
I love that, by the way. That's one of my favorites.
And then the little vials for like little samplers.
Yeah.
Okay. Some of his really, really, rare shit, he put them in little vials, put a label on them, send those with us as well.
That's a great host.
Goddamn great host.
I think he should get an award.
I mean, he's no Daniel Victory. However, you got shout out to my boy Daniel down in New Orleans. You've leveled up when you say, "Hey, we're going to do a crawfish boil." Okay, say less.
I used to do that every around the 4th every year. Problem was, I was the only one. First, well, two problems. One, it's crawfish in Missouri.
Heard.
The second problem was, I was always the only one in the neighborhood that wanted it.
Yeah.
And you can only do so much on your own.
Yeah, I'm not really good at eating those.
There's not much to it.
Okay, if you
crack it and suck the head, baby.
Okay, you first of all calm the fuck down. Now you've been sucking heads for a long time apparently. I don't know.
Hey,
it's just to me. I don't.
It's a lot of work.
I'm not getting the full benefit out of it.
You get tired before you get full.
Yeah, I mean, just give me the fucking.
Because there's not a lot to them.
Just give me the potatoes and the goddamn corn and the sausage, and a couple of, or maybe somebody could just feed me.
Wow, listen, that's your dream for everything. Nigel would like a lounge chair, somebody with palm fronds waving over him, and someone else to feed him.
Oh, you just described Daniel's backyard.
Did it come with palm fronds?
Close. I mean, he had 5 seating areas.
Was somebody feeding you?
Well, he cooked for us, so close enough.
Well, you said you had a little crawfish etouffee.
Yeah, some jerk chicken legs, some rice and peas,
some pork butt.
Yeah, it was all the gin you could ask for, with several different types.
Why have we not had him on the show?
It's a good question. Well, maybe I'll do it when I go to New Orleans.
Well, there we go.
Yeah, I bet he's got fucking stories because, dude, what am I thinking? Why have we not had him on the fucking show? His chartreuse stories, man. Do you know the chartreuse stories?
No.
So when he owned Victory, which is now Baroness on Baronne, when he and Camille owned it, they were the #1 importer of chartreuse in the world, in the United States. To the point where you go to the bar, and you remember the old fireball machine, the fireball's upside down?
Yeah.
It's a chartreuse machine.
Holy shit.
Because they do it down there as a shot. Or,
by the way, that's the only place I've ever had a shot of chartreuse is New Orleans.
Or, if it's not a shot, they do a thing called a gas mask, where they light it on fire, you inhale the fumes, and you take a shot.
I'm both scared and excited.
Oh, absolutely. I actually have video. I think it was on my birthday. We were down there, and
am I gonna burn my beard off?
Yeah, But yeah, they imported so much chartreuse that he went to where they make it in the south of France. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, he and this is how crazy it is. For those who don't know, chartreuse is a green liqueur, second oldest liqueur in the world, 134 flowers and herbs. There's the green and there's the yellow. The green is better. But if you can get the barrel age, which is the VEP, that one's phenomenal. $150 a bottle. He did so much chartreuse, the fucking president of chartreuse came to Victory.
Wow.
And he still has, when we were in New Orleans a few weeks ago, there's the original recipe. It's in a wooden bottle, but that big. And Daniel still has some of that. And when we were down there, he gave us a little snip
nip?
of it. Yeah.
Oh.
So when I first moved,
by the way, I might be crawling in the trunk of the car.
Heard. when I first moved back up here from New Orleans, Shane and I became friends, who owns a W, and he knew I loved chartreuse. Have I not told you this story?
I've heard this story.
Yeah,
I'm just letting you tell it to the people.
Yeah. where he said, "I got something for you." I'm like, "What?" Breaks out this FedEx box. So VEP chartreuse comes in a pine box. Looks like a little coffin, and it's burned into the wood, the design. So I'm at the bar and I crack open this fucking bottle. People are like, "What the fuck is that?" Chartreuse VEP, baby. And Shane did that twice.
Wow.
Twice. And then the last thing I got from Shane that's chartreuse related, because the VEP bottle is pretty thick. Get home one day, there was a VEP empty bottle just been turned into a candle.
That's cool.
I'm like, really? So yeah, I'm going back to the land of chartreuse, man. I don't understand why it's done as a shot down there, because has so many layers. To me, it's a sipper.
Yeah, if you throw it down.
Yeah. But it's also polarizing as well. Some people can't stand that herbalness, you know?
Well, some people don't like the floral booze.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's intense. But I acquired a taste for it in my years going to New Orleans.
I mean, gin's that way too, where some people they like gin, but then they get the really botanical ones, and they're like, I don't like that.
That's why I like Bombay.
But I like the botanical ones.
Yeah.
They don't tend to like me.
Oh. Well, that's why I love Bombay. Sapphire.
I'm allergic to something.
Something good.
But it doesn't matter.
Coriander.
Yeah. Who knows? I don't care. I like it, so I'm going to drink it.
So yeah, that's my chartreuse story. So people keep asking me, what are you going to do when you get to New Orleans? You know what I told them?
You're going to live.
I don't know. We're gonna see what pops up.
And that's okay.
Yeah. You know, Daniel's is gracious enough to let me live with him for 3 months for free.
Look, it's not like you're not employable.
Hurt. I did talk
over the course of a long career. You've picked up a certain set of skills.
Yeah, a certain set of skills. I did too. So when I was at Barrel on the Bayou, for those who don't know, that's the offshoot of Barrel and Flow that now happens in New Orleans. Yet this was the first year. Go look up Gallier Hall. Go look it up. Of all the years we've gone to the bottle share at the hotel ballroom or whatever, to have a bottle share in Gallier Hall, which, you know, is an epic building with marble, you know, towers and shit like that.
Those pictures were gorgeous.
Yeah, we're doing a bottle share in here? Yeah. So, I mean, that's where Helena Moreno, who is the new mayor of New Orleans, who I used to work with at WDSU when she was a reporter 16 years ago, is now the mayor of New Orleans.
Right.
And that's where her inauguration was.
Right.
It's kind of crazy. You know, that somebody I worked with, I'm like, you and I used to cover fucking these elections and shit.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, it's you know, I have a lot of connections in New Orleans. I really do. Who knows? Maybe I'll end up back at DSU. Not as if I did it, I'd go be like an editor or something.
You want to be a photog again?
Nah. I mean, I could, you know.
You have camera skills.
But I'm gonna determine, since I'm getting rid of everything, I'm going to determine how much I actually need to work. You know, because I got my little, you know, my city money. You know, so you know, and I did talk to some people from Urban South at the fest. And they're like, when you get in town, holler at us. I'm like, okay, because Urban South is a really dope ass. It's aside from like NOLA Brewing, when we used to go down there, when Urban South opened. It's a fucking giant. It kind of reminds me of Diametric in a way, but just imagine if you triple Diametric space.
Jesus.
I mean, they got so big at one point they opened a second location in Houston. It is
really,
it's since closed, but the one in New Orleans is still popping.
I think Blake would like that just if we could have a bigger brew house.
Yeah. So and there's a lot, you know, and there's a lot of breweries that, you know, that I'm definitely going to go. Like when we went to Mardi Gras last year. You know, we were looking for that coffee shop, and we found the coffee shop that was connected to the brewery, Skeeterhawk, and that's connected to an apartment building. I'm like, well, shit, it's all right here. So I got to talk to the brewer, and you know, met him, and like, so there's
opportunities abound.
Yeah, or you know, maybe I'll go work at the Bulldog, which is one of the big beer bars in New Orleans.
Well, and look, sometimes what you need is a hard reset in life.
Yeah, you're the second person to say that. To use that phrase.
You need a hard reset.
Yeah.
Sometimes you need it.
Yeah. It's been time.
You know. Also, this is your city, man. I mean, this is the place you love more than anywhere else. You call it your spirit city.
Yeah.
Why is that? What is it about New Orleans?
Well, I'll go back to the first time I went to LA, right? That's when Race was living there. We're talking 90s. Maybe late 80s. And I went to LA. I'm like, ooh, palm trees, ocean. I was like, oh, it's the shit right here. And so I've always had a thing for California. And then when I moved there, all those years I was living there, I was like, it's cool, but it's kind of fake. Especially working in Hollywood. Because anywhere you went, if they found out, for those who don't know, I worked for Tracy Edmonds, who was Babyface's, that's his ex-wife.
Right.
And they went, they had a building, Edmonds Entertainment, right between Hollywood Boulevard and fucking Sunset Boulevard, right in Hollywood. So people were like, oh, you were, it was always a hookup. So when I started going to New Orleans, I was like, oh, this is palm trees, because, palm trees.
Right.
No winter, just like L.A., but better people, more genuine people.
Right. And
Where,
I think that's key with anywhere you're at.
Where
the people.
Where California, L.A. specifically, a lot of transplants, a lot of actors. Well, I'm an actor. Are you?
Is it? And I've only been to LA a couple times. You got to be like New York, right? Where it's like everybody's an actor.
New York was different. New York had a different vibe. New York has a lot more natives.
Yeah.
And a lot more cultural neighborhoods, where LA is just LA. Yeah,
newer. It's newer.
There's some Latino parts or black parts or some ethnic parts, but not like New York. And New York is fucking compacted, right?
An ethnic part of New York has been that way for 300 years.
Yeah, 11 years.
Yeah.
So when I went to New Orleans, just has a. That's why I've gone back every year. I've been in New Orleans every year since I've left. With this, well, I know I went in 2020. I went during COVID. Now I've missed a couple of Mardi Gras, much to my chagrin, because I had a streak of like 13 Mardi Gras in a row.
Well, you're starting over.
Yeah, exactly. So
as we said earlier, it's a reset.
Yeah, and so it's just been one of those cities when I've gone there. I mean, even when I worked there, I would just on a lunch break just go walk around because it's just an old city as well. And there's a vibe about it. The culture is different. It's just one of those things. I'm like, I think I was from here in another life. And as you know, when I lived there, remember I'd gotten out of TV news.
Right.
And after 2008, the recession of 2008.
Well, I got out of news in 2008 myself.
Yeah. And I couldn't get a job, and so that's how I ended up in New Orleans. Couldn't get a job here. It was just one of those things. I'm like, yeah, this is, And then after not being in TV news all them years, and then going to the Super Bowl, going to the White House, doing all those things back in TV news, I'm like, oh, this of all the years I did TV news, that one and a half years I did that.
You got to do more things than you.
It was the best out of all of them.
Yeah.
Now, granted, I had some great times in San Angelo, Texas, but or in St. Joe.
Right. Well, listen, covering high school football in Texas and covering Division II sports in St. Joe and news too.
Yeah.
It was a little different than I was on the beat when the Saints won the Super Bowl, when they got the invite to the White House.
Yeah.
Before there was great public debate about whether or not you were going to accept the invitation or not to the White House. I mean, it was a little different then.
Yeah.
And fun.
Yeah.
I mean, and that Drew Brees story at the time was so great.
Yeah. And you know who his backup quarterback was back then?
Oh, I do know who his backup quarterback was.
$50 million man, Chase Daniel.
One of the best careers ever.
Yeah. Yeah. He's a good broadcaster too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he just moved
good.
up.
Yeah. He's at ESPN.
Yeah.
Or maybe Fox, one of those.
But I think it's ESPN, but he just got moved to a new thing.
Like a show?
Like one of their studio college football shows.
Oh yeah. So I used to see him he and Drew and Reggie Bush on a regular basis.
Reggie Bush.
Yeah. Remember he was on that
That's
team.
a great story too.
Yeah, I mean
crazy story to cover.
And then he was. They were all little guys, 5'10".
Yeah.
I was like taller than these dudes. And that year there was that. I think there was a guy. What was his name? He's on that Super Bowl team, but him and some other people were like drugging women and raping them. I forget his name, but he went to prison. I used to hang out with that dude. I was like, holy shit. Like, good Lord, man. Come on. But, you know, in New Orleans, it's just everything that, I mean, it's been 16 years since I lived there, but I've been back every year, so it's not like I ever left, you know?
Right.
And I still, when I go back, I still have the same connections. I mean, my friend Krista right now, who's on a pilgrimage from New Orleans to the West Coast and back, and by herself in her car. You know, I'm still, and she was the person when I first came to New Orleans, and after that they found out I had TV experience and they made me a news photog. She was the one that took me around the city, and every time I go back, I see her, and it's just one of those things where it's like the people are just like, you know, it's just there's something about that city, man.
Well, and that's when you know when you're with the right people, when you can go back and visit them.
Yeah.
And it's like there's been no time in
Yeah,
between.
yeah.
Right?
So, but yeah, you know, we'll see what happens. It's a new life. It's a new day. Something like that. Yeah, but it's going to be exciting. I will tell you though, when it's time to get rid of shit, Facebook Marketplace is I think it's a special part of hell.
People are weird, man.
You know,
people are weird.
I was telling you last night, I put 6-7 things on Marketplace. One's an elliptical, television, fucking, you know, chairs, ottoman, yada, yada, yada. I put a fucking file cabinet. I had more inquiries about this $10 fucking file cabinet. And then somebody was like, well, what color is it? I'm like, there's a picture.
What color is it? Listen, if you're buying a filing cabinet, do you really care what color it is?
Well, it's got to coordinate.
Well, you got the mushrooms on the inside.
Yeah, exactly.
You got the mushrooms on the belt.
Yeah, you got to coordinate. I was like, bloody hell! I just want to give this shit away. I'm like, okay. So, but if anybody out there in the
What's
next
a filing cabinet?
or an elliptical.
Oh yeah.
I need to get rid of that fucker.
You know the problem with somebody taking that elliptical is they have to carry it down your stairs.
It's actually not too bad. Now the couch that I just got rid of, trying to get that fucker out.
That's a tight corner.
It's like Jenga.
Well, that's a tight corner.
Yeah. So, but it's possible.
I would have chucked it out your window.
The windows aren't big enough.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
I did get rid of in college on a move one time. We weren't gonna worry about. We didn't care about the cars.
Yeah.
We chucked it off the balcony.
I mean, that's fair.
And then took the pieces to the dumpster.
That's fair. So yeah, that's yeah. I did throw into just to have a plan to move. I threw it all in the chat, and it came out with this week do this, this week do this.
Have you followed the plan it set for you?
Yeah, for the most part. It's want me to pack my car this week, but I'm like, no, I'll do that. There's no packing of the car.
Well, and your car is so small that, like, you know.
I did do some reconnaissance. I had to make sure because I've got it's not winter stuff, but stuff I'm not going to wear unless it's cooler.
Right.
So I put it in I've got this one suitcase. I'm like, well, make sure this motherfucker fits in the car, and it does. So that's good.
I did a little measuring.
Yeah, you know, because you don't on the day of. I mean,
that trunk is not big.
No. I remember one.
I was kind of thinking now you're going to seatbelt a suitcase into your passenger seat. Here's the important question. You know, whatever. I don't care how you pack.
Right.
I don't care if you take your underwear or not.
I'm not.
New Orleans is an underwear-free zone, by the way.
Going to get some new socks and drawers.
Will you make the trip with the top down on the convertible? That's the important question.
Assuming that Cesar can get it working. I mean, I've driven with the top down, like to Oklahoma, to Tulsa, to St. Joe. It's not bad. You've ridden in the cars.
Well, yeah. I just think it's important.
But you know now with
have a convertible, the top should be down.
I mean, that's the rules. You know?
I mean, 40 degrees, that's the threshold, right?
It is. So it's going to be down all the time in New Orleans.
Yeah.
So I got a visor.
Well, I mean, look, and as most people know, too, you can just cut through your roof.
It's an inside joke there, folks. Here we are. Bloody hell.
Well, listen, man, these 6 years have been awesome. Like, this show's been a shit ton of fun. We're gonna do more. I don't want to make this sound like we're quitting because
it's just a new chapter.
Because I feel like now it is more important than ever. We find some new people to interview, new ways to do it, and we figure out how to get the video side of it rolling.
Maybe we'll our unofficial agent Ron. He's like, man, you can make money with reels on TikTok.
I was there for part of his first endeavor to get us to play agent. That did not go over well.
Yeah. I wonder if because fucking AI does all the things. Throw an episode into the AI and be like, hey, find some funny parts and make some reels.
Yes, there are AI tools for that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if motherfuckers, according to Ron, are making bank off of these fucking things just go viral, I mean, how many people love your fucking "Where's the Beef" thing?
I don't know. We should look that up. By the way, that was stupid. I'm shocked that people watched that.
If you watch TikTok, there's a lot of stupid shit out there.
You know what? I've told you I don't do the talk.
I don't either, but every now and then you'll see a reel somewhere.
I'm gonna look this up here. Sorry, folks. This is gonna be bad audio.
What are you gonna do? You're gonna turn it on?
No, I just want to go look.
Oh,
shorts, right?
Because that's technically what.
It's not as big as you think.
How many? 50 people?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, if it was on TikTok,
It was on TikTok.
50 million people.
Well, so the whole thing with that, Where's the Beef short, was I wanted to do a parody of the old 1980s Where's the Beef commercial, and then partway through I realized no one under 50 is going to get it.
And these days we all know where the beef is. It's Arby's. They have the meats.
They have the meats.
They have the meat sweats.
I mean, the example of that was when we had the guests do. We recorded them saying "Where's the beef?" None of them knew what they were like. They didn't get it.
No,
they were just saying "Where's the beef?"
No, but it went along with the title of the.
But it went fine. Yeah,
fine.
I was going to force that title.
Well, if
I don't care what happened, that was the title of the show.
And shout out to Justin Mayfield because he was the one who was pushing for the pod. He was a good sport about it, but he just when you dropped it and I sent it to him, he's like, "It's so great." He's like, "It was so entertaining."
I took particular shots at Bri Fry.
I know,
but that was fun.
Yeah, and
he's a good egg.
I haven't listened to that one, but I'm sure every one we do has its own life, if you will, and its own twists and turns. I can't think of one that we've done that, we've had a couple of guests who don't really talk.
Right.
But even if they weren't dynamic, we at least got the story out.
Right. And look, some are exciting stories, some are just good stories.
But I think probably 99% of the ones we have done, we fucking learned something new.
And there's been a few that stupid technical difficulties didn't actually ever appear.
Yeah, and some never got released. Well, here we are.
Yeah, there were a few questionables.
But
one.
But hey, the one with the Larnarchy got released, so there's that.
Oh man, that is an outlier of episodes. But man, it was hilarious.
Hey, if
you and I tried for about 3 minutes to do a show.
Yeah,
and then looked at each other and went,
"Yeah,
nah," and let it happen.
Yeah, it happened,
and everything happened.
And you know what? It's immortalized forever. It's on YouTube. That's probably one of the longest ones we've ever done.
That's also it was like 3 hours.
Yeah, of just.
But also that was they were the ones who, hey, congratulations, you guys, you're nominated for best podcast. We're like, what?
Right, we didn't even know.
We didn't know, didn't try.
So, as speaking of like being nominated, as I'm purging through things, for those who don't remember, in 2020. I was best bartender in Eastern Jackson County. And so I got a certificate, and shout out to Tony from the artist formerly known as Windshift. They framed it, and it sat at the brewery until Windshift closed. So it's been sitting on top of my refrigerator.
Oh, you took it with you?
Yeah, they were closing.
Yeah.
So I took it with me, and finally it's been on my refrigerator for several years. And I was just like, yep, that's, that's going in the trash. I threw it away. Threw it away. It's gone.
Oh.
What you want to bring it up here? Put it next to the other awards?
I was gonna sneak it somewhere at Transparent.
Can't really. They'll probably leave my Cicerone thing up for in memorial.
Well, I think Cicerone emeritus.
Okay,
you need emeritus status.
I mean, at this point, I've been the longest tenured full-time employee.
Yeah,
even though Macbeth was there from the beginning,
but then he left for a while.
Yeah, but he was only part-time. He was full-time for a little bit, maybe a year. So I'm literally September would have been 4 years that I'd been at Transparent. Can you believe that shit?
That's weird.
It's crazy.
After 11 at City Hall?
12.
Yeah. Sorry, I didn't mean to short you 1 year.
Well, it's costing me money if you short me a year. So it was, it's good times.
Well, that's awesome. Well, look, I'm looking forward to the next chapter.
Yeah, it's gonna be a chapter for sure.
Tell some stories.
Always telling stories.
I think Cajun Fire first. Let's get Jonathan back.
Okay, we can do that and see where he is in his progress for his cultural center, brewery, the whole shebang.
Well, and since we had him on last time too, he can actually sell his beer in his state now.
Which is well, he could sell the beer overseas before he could sell it in
right. That's what I mean. It's like since we last talked to him on the show.
Yeah.
I mean, he could sell his beer overseas, but he couldn't in his own home state.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah. Great stories.
How far are we in? An hour?
We're on an hour 3.
We could probably catch him on the flip side. Like is ITAP open yet? Nope, not yet.
I think it's time to go.
I think it's time to go.
I know, like I'm getting hungry. We're gonna be out of beer in a second.
Well, we've got that fucking.
We got that zing zang.
And that truly.
I'm saving that.
You're gonna save it for Saturday or August 1st. I think it's saved for Saturday.
I think Saturday. I'm cracking that open on Saturday.
Yeah. That's gonna be an interesting day as well.
That's gonna be a great day. And I'm planning on being there. I think. Well, because he's releasing beers all day.
Yeah. What my plan is, I need to reach out to Limo Boy.
Limo Boy.
Yeah. BOI. So one of my regular customers, I think I told you this.
Yeah.
His daily driver is a white limo. I was trying to get him to get us to go take us down to Funky Town. See what I did right there.
Right.
But it was in the shop, so I'm gonna try and see if I can get him Saturday to drop a bunch of people off at noon at the brewery.
Let's do it. Yeah. My other thought was that I was going to drive you in your convertible so you could ride parade style on top.
Well, the top needs to work for that to happen.
That's true.
So Cesar, where you at?
Cesar, you got 4 days.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
You've been listening to Beers with Nigel, a show about beer and other stuff, hosted by Nigel Woodbury and that other guy, Nick Parker. Beers with Nigel is poured for you by Dire Oil Graphics, providing bumper-to-bumper graphic design, promo products, and print services. Find them at direoil.com. Beers with Nigel is a proud member of the Fredcast Network and is available on all of your favorite podcast flavors. Find Beers with Nigel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and ask Alexa to play the Beers with Nigel podcast.